Facebook post today that made me truly want the pendulum of crazy in our society to swing back toward the center, even just for a day. There is a group on Facebook that is a cloth diaper swap. Why are they trading those amongst each other? Like, is it like you grow into a new size, and what do you do once you have the biggest ones? It was so confusing to me. I think I'd be a horrible parent just because I wouldn't helicopter the kid. Like, I'd want him to hurt himself and scrape his knees and stuff. Not like badly, but some mild brain damage might make him easier to raise. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really get along with kids, I just don't get them, but I did have like a full conversation with a 6-year-old girl at a wedding on Wednesday, and frankly, I felt I was carrying most of the conversation. It was like tennis, like I was serving it, but she just was not returning it, and that's a little selfish. Just once ask me how my day's going, okay girl? Alright. So maybe we'll re-meet when she's 7, maybe you learn that skill in that age. Little older girl I had an interaction with. I was walking through my alley in downtown Calgary, the alley behind my apartment in downtown Calgary, and this girl, very cute, looks at me and says, "Hey, can I tell you something?" And I didn't really want to hear what she had to say, but she was cute, and so my eyebrows went up, and so she kept speaking. Because normally what I hear after that is, "Can I tell you something?" And the sentence I hear 9 times out of 10 is, "You look sad."
How old was she?
Honestly, she was more than 6. Don't worry. she was fuckable, sir. Well, up until I tell you what happened next. But anyways, so she starts up with it. I do get that a lot. Like 9 times out of 10, somebody will say, "Oh, you look sad." I've gotten that in clubs before, and then they just walk away from me, and I'm just like, "No, you could help fix that. Come back." Like. I feel that should be my pickup line in bars, like, "Hey, want to turn this frown upside down?" Which I tried to make a sexual euphemism, but it doesn't have teeth, or it's not shaped like that, so I don't know how that works. Anyway. So then this girl says, immediately after that, she goes, "God has a plan for you." And I was like, that's a nice thing to say. Like, it's a good thing to say, but I mean, clearly this is not God's plan A. I mean, this is down to plan X or Z by this point. That might be an alphanumeric shit, It's low down on there. When her friend chimes in, like some sort of tag team conversion, they're like, "An awesome plan." I was like, it's a good thing to add, because, some plans are shitty, like, genocide and stuff. And my only response, like, I could have fought her on it, I could have been, like, angry about it, but I didn't want to break my gait. So all I said was, "Hey, right back at you." And I gave her, like, the finger guns. And because it got me out of having a big conversation, but I often think about like what she would have thought. Like she's out on this mission for God, and then she meets a guy who's already converted in her mind, and she's like, "Really, God? That's my plan? Redundancy? Okay." Oh, punch I thought it was. All right. Moving on. I try to do good things for people, but it often bites me in the ass. For example, I drive my grandmother to her medical appointments. Ladies, and one guy, yeah, exactly. I drive her there because, it's stressful to go for these things, and she was in for an MRI this week, and so I drive her to the MRI and help her fill out the form. Now remember what an MRI is. It's shooting magnets at a person. They had to know this to shoot magnets at a person, okay? So she's filling out the form, the check-in form, and she gets to the part for females only, where they ask, "When was the last time you menstruated?" To shoot magnets at you. How much iron is in that blood? Like, I've never done a test on or anything. So now I get to hear my 85-year-old grandmother turn to me and say, "Jesus, I'm 85. When was the last time you think I menstruated?" Oh, Grandma, I haven't given it much thought. I never remember you complaining about hot flashes. So menopause was before my time, so 30 years, and let's never make eye contact again. Okay. Well, that was the new 5, maybe 4, but thanks for listening. Because it was just so incredibly awkward. It looked like I was trying to hold on to pudding. Like, it was just like, how do you, it's dripping. Like, it was like we're having a fight in sign language.
Well, amongst the craziness of the show tonight, I forgot to record the pre-show thing for this. But what I was going to say was that I was really excited about that one bit that actually went really well. That bit about my grandma in the MRI room right beforehand, helping her fill out the form. Really happy about that. This is a new room, and I hope it continues. It's a fun little crowd and a good feeling in there. And I'm happy with this set as well. Not my best, but certainly also not my worst.